When you think of the Hunter class in Destiny 2, you don't immediately go towards survivability. However, when you pair the Arc subclass with the Assassin's Cowl exotic helmet for Hunters, you can actually get quite a bit of survivability, as Assassin's Cowl lets you go invisible and heal upon powered melee kills and finishers. If you enjoyed today's video, a like and subscription is greatly appreciated and means a ton to me. Now let's get into it. Starting in our subclass here, we're going to be going with the Gathering Storm Super, as this is just the best for PvE. Then we're going to go with the Gambler's Dodge so we can get our melee back, which is vital to this build. Whatever movement ability you want, and then Combination Blow, as this allows you to defeat targets and fully refund your class ability, and also get a small amount of health back when you get a kill with it. Pulse Nades is what I like to go with on this build, as they actually just saw a 20% damage buff as well with the launch of Lightfall. Our aspects are going to be Lethal Current as well as Flow State. Lethal Current allows our next melee after dodging to jolt targets, have increased range, and create a damaging aftershock. And then anytime you jolt an enemy with the melee, you also blind them. Flow State will allow us to become amplified when we jolt a target, and then our dodge will recharge quicker and you are more resilient while dodging, as well as a boost to reload speed when you are amplified. Our fragments in this build are going to start with the Spark of Instinct. While critically wounded, taking damage emits a burst of damaging arc energy that jolts targets, which is also good on overload champions as it stuns them. Spark of Resistance is next. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage with a +10 to strength. Spark of Magnitude follows, as it allows our arc grenades to last longer. This includes Pulse Nades. And then finally, we have the Spark of Feedback. Taking melee damage briefly increases your outgoing melee damage with a +10 to resilience. In the subclass here, you can see that this pairs perfectly with the Assassin's Cowl exotic, as it allows us to completely loop our gameplay here and constantly get melee kills, dodge to get that melee back, melee the next enemy while also jolting and creating a damaging explosion around them, and then just repeating that process. When it comes to recommended stats in this build, I would recommend going for high resilience, high discipline, and then high mobility. Now, since we do get our dodge and melee fully refunded pretty easily with this build, the mobility isn't as important. I would recommend going for high resilience as a first and foremost stat. Moving over to the mods on this build, in the helmet here, we're going to be going with 2 hands-on, as well as an Ashes to Asset. I can only put this Ashes to Asset on here because I have selected the authorized mods Grenades perk in the artifact. Now, for the gauntlets here, we're going to be going with a Heavy-Handed to create orbs when we get melee final blows, Impact Induction to get our grenade cooldown reduced when we cause damage with our melee, and then Grenade Kickstart so we can get our grenades back a little bit faster. Then on the chest piece here, we're going to go with 2 charged ups, or you could do 1 charged up and a resistance mod. On the boots, I run a stacks on stacks so we can get 2 armor charges every time we pick up an orb of power, as well as 2 innervations so we can get our grenade back a little bit faster. On the cloak here, I run 3 bombers, as whenever you're dodging to get your melee back, you're also going to be creating grenade energy, allowing you to spam your grenades a ton with this build. Overall, this build is a ton of fun to use, and it is one that is very necessary for you Hunter mains to have in your repertoire, as it allows you to have a lot of survivability, and you can even do a lot of damage in solo lost sectors like some of the gameplay in the background here. I personally love this build and use this a lot in endgame activities when I need to stay alive or when I'm doing some solo endgame activities. If you enjoyed this video, again, a like and subscription means a ton to me and it helps out a lot. If you want to check out some more of my content, both my TikTok and my Twitch will be linked in the description below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.